All right, so the Unit 5, Day 2 notes. This is all graphing. You will be graphing linear functions and hopefully understanding in this that graphing is very, 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 very difficult, but it is something that you have to practice on, just like with everything in mathematics. It seems difficult at first, but after a while, you'll basically be doing the same thing over and over again. Please print these pages out so that we can kind of work on it together. And then the more you practice, the better you'll get. And of course, in Alex, you'll be practicing as well. Okay. All right. So graph the line. We're not going to be doing all of these. We're going to be doing the starred problems only. Um, if you need help with any of them, please don't hesitate to come to office hours. Email me and let me know that you're going to be there, and I will help you through. If you have any questions, we can even share your screen in your Alex if you're having a problem. Okay. All right. So graph the line, and it's y equals 3 over 2x. It does not have a number here on the outside. Okay, if it had a number on the outside, whatever that number would be, that number would be your y-intercept. If it does not have one like it doesn't have here, your y-intercept is 0. Okay, so y-intercept 0 and your slope. So in this situation, now slope is rise over run, always up and down, positive up or negative down, and then left or right, left being negative, right being positive. When we graph, we're going to be using pretty much both of these, and I will show you. And again, the more you do it, the better you will get at it. The first time you do it, it might be confusing. After a while, you're going to start to get used to it, okay? So for your slope, for this problem, your slope is going to be the number in front of x. If there's nothing there, then your number is 1. But in this case, it's 3 over 2. Might be a little fuzzy here, but hopefully if you printed it out, you can see that's 3 over 2. Your slope is going to be positive 3 over positive 2, okay? And for slope, when you are graphing slope, I'm going to say that the opposite is always true. So in this case, up 3, so the top number is either up or down always, and then right 2, okay? So slope is up 3, right 2. Or the opposite is also true. So negative 3, so down 3, and negative 2, left 2 is also true. So if you had to plot a couple of points on your graph, this is how you do it. So you start with your y-intercept, which is 0. So at 0, and remember your y-intercept is always on this y line. So if your y-intercept was 7, you'd count up 7 and put it on this line. If your y-intercept was negative 5, you go down 5 and put a dot on this line. Our y-intercept is 0, so I'm going to put a 0 on this line. I mean, put the dot on 0 on the line. So now from here, I'm going to be using these arrows. Up 3, right 2. So from 0, I'm going up 3, right 2. And putting a dot right there, okay? So I could also go from here up 3, right 2. That dot would also be a part of my line, okay? So we went up 3, right 2. We can also go down 3, left 2, and we're starting from that 0 again, okay? So if we start from the 0, we can go down 3, left 2. That will also be on our line. And again, you could go down 3, left 2 again, and down 3, left 2 again, and down 3, left 2 again, until you can get as many lines as you need. I believe on Alex, they might just want you to do 3, and it will be 1, 2, and 3. That will be it. That's all you have to do. And then that is going to be our line, okay, for our equation. This is what the line looks like. All right, let's go to we're just going to do the starred problem. So we're going to go down here. And again, we'll have enough. We'll be doing these many, many times, okay? So in this case, as you see here, negative 5 is outside of the x value, -5 is going to be your y-intercept. So our y-intercept is going to be -5 or 0, -5. Y-intercept, x is always 0, so 0, -5. But what does that look like? Like I said, y-intercept always stays on this y line. So at -5, down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to put a dot there. Okay, and that's where you start. Our slope looks like it's 2. So our slope, if it's not a fraction, I'm going to make it a fraction. Okay, 2 over 1, which means up 2, right 1. Or down -2, left -1 is also true. Okay, so the opposite is also always true. So I'm going to start from our y-intercept at -5. I'm going to go up 2, right 1. So from -5, I went up 2, right 1. Okay. And here, if I wanted to go again, I could go up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. Keep going if you wanted to. But I'm going to go back to my y-intercept and I'm going to go down to left 1. So I'm going to go down to left 1. That is also true. And I can keep doing that, down to left 1 if I wanted to. And keep going, same thing, same thing. Okay. So here would be your line that we graph. Okay, graph the line, this is the line. And I'm not sure how many points, it doesn't say how many points. So I usually do about 3. Okay. All right, so next page. Here we are. I'm going to actually, let me do this one. This is the one I want to do. Only because it has a negative. So I want to kind of do that one. All right, so of course, this number here would be our y-intercept. Okay, our y-intercept is 3. So at +3, 1, 2, 3 on our y line, that would be our y-intercept. Okay, that point is 0, 3. But y-intercept is 3. Y is always on this line. Our slope now. Now, when your fraction is negative, put it at the top first. So this will be -1 over +4, which means down 1, right 4. Okay. Or remember we said the opposite's always true. Also true. +1, which is up 1, and then left -4 is also true. Okay. So when you put these arrows, it really helps you to answer the problem, because then you're just following arrows. Okay. So we're starting with our y-intercept at 3, and we're going down 1, right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Or, and like I said, I could keep going, down 1, right 4, down 1, right 4, keep going. But now we're going to go back to our y-intercept and we're going to go up 1, left 4. There you go. Okay. And then you're going to connect those. Now, what if I said I started here and I used this down? What if I used this one? What if I started, instead of starting at my y-intercept, I said, I accidentally started here and used this slope. And I went up 1, right 4, left 4. And I got right back to this point. So see, if you do accidentally use the other slope there, it'll get you back to your y-intercept. And then you can just keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. So now, try to draw a straight line freehand. Looks a little crooked, but that's our graph for that, for this equation. All right, next, okay, same thing. Y-intercept is here. Our y-intercept is -6. Slope looks like it's 2 over 1, which is +2, so up 2, right 1, or -2, which is down 2, -1, which is left 1. Okay, is also true. Opposite is also true for slope in graphing. Graphing is what we're doing when we're doing this. When we're not graphing, it's a totally different story, and we will be going there. But not, right now, we're just graphing. Okay, So you do this only when you're graphing. So now we'll start at -6. Of course, go down 6, put a dot there, use the arrows, up 2, right 1. If I wanted to do another one, up 2, right 1, I could do that, okay? Now go back to your y-intercept. You can go down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1, okay? You can just keep going. That is your line. And it just depends. A lot of times they just want enough points. A lot of times they'll say 3 points, something like that. All right, so last couple. And now look at this. This is not even solved for y. The other ones we had, it said y equals blah, 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 okay? So in this situation, we have to get y by itself first. Let's subtract 5x from both sides. That's the first thing we got to do. How do you know? Because it doesn't say y equals. Y equals. Now we can, it becomes -5x plus 4, okay? We just put these next to each other. So our y-intercept is this little extra. Y-intercept is 4. Slope here looks like -5 over +1 or +5 over -1. And I'll put the arrows down 5, right 1, or up 5, left 1, okay? So let's start with our y-intercept of 4. Go up 4, put a dot there. Now I'm going down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put that there. And right 1, dot goes here. And we can do it again if we wanted to, and again if we wanted to, and again if we wanted to, because slope is constant. And then we're gonna go back to our y-intercept. We're gonna go up 5 and right 1. Okay, so those are our points. And again, you could go, like I said, down 5, right 1 again, okay, and kind of make for, again, it's difficult to make a straight line, but that's how it would look, okay, if you graphed it. But at first you have to get the y equals. All right, next stop. This one, we're getting y by itself. How do we do that here? Get rid of that 3x, subtract 3x, subtract 3x. This becomes y equals -3x minus 3. Okay, -3x minus 3. So when you have the y equals, you can graph it. Y-intercept is -3. Y-intercept, -3. And then our slope looks like it's -3 over +1. Okay, or +3 over -1. And you're going to put the arrows down 3, right 1, or up 3, left 1, depending on what it says. Okay, we know up and down is at the top and left and right is at the bottom, depending on whether it's positive or negative. All right, so we have down 3, right 1. So our y-intercept is -3. Put a dot at -3 on your y-intercept and go down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. I can do it again if I want it. 1, 2, 3, right 1. Go back to your y-intercept and go up 3, left 1, up. So 1, 2, 3, left 1. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, left 1. You could keep going if you wanted to. Okay, so this will be your line. That line's a little raggedy, but get the point. All right, and finally here, again, we need y by itself. Let's get rid of this 3x by subtracting 3x. We're just doing the opposite. If it was negative, we would add. So this becomes y equals -3x minus 2. Okay, put them next to each other. My y-intercept here is -2. And your slope looks like -3 over +1 again, or +3 over -1. Down 3, right 1, up 3, left 1. Okay. So let's start with your y-intercept. Go down 2, put a dot, use your slope, down 3, right 1, 1, 2, 3, right 1. And then you can go, of course, from your y-intercept up 3, 1, 2, 3, right, left 1. Okay. So that is your line on the graph. Okay. And that is it for Unit 5, Day 2 notes.